Hi, everybody. Today is Thursday, August 29th. And if you'll remember, I am gone today. And so I'm just going to go over your objectives, go through your instructions really quickly, and then let you just get to work. So the objective today is that you're going to use your VARC strategies to intake new information about the different parts of the brain and what they do. We're going to do that through 2 CK12 activities. Okay, take a look at the activities. I'm going to just go through those 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 1, you're watching my instructions, obviously, and then you're going to go through 2 CK12 lessons. The first one everybody has to do. So everybody is going to do this one here, the central nervous system, that one. Everyone is doing that one. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of a choice. You'll see down here that I've got homeostasis and I've got nerve impulses. You can choose which one you do for the second lesson. You do not need to do all 3 of these. You'll just choose 2. Again, everyone has to do the central nervous system, but then you can choose whether you want to learn about homeostasis or the nerve impulse. Now, your notes are here on a PDF. I thought it might be a little bit difficult for you to go through the lesson on your iPad and take notes on your iPad. So I'm going to have your sub give you these hard copy notes. If you are absent today, you are going to have to do a split screen. Okay, I'm sorry, that kind of stinks, but that's the way it is. Or if you'd like, you can kind of recreate these. You can open up a PDF and print them out if you have a printer at your house. I'll let you kind of take care of that. All right, so before I open up the CK12 lesson and just kind of remind you of what you're doing, here's what you're doing. This is CK12 notes. I'm using visual strategies to kind of get your attention. I've got different colored fonts. I've got some words that are actually going up and down. That makes your brain kind of stop and go, what is happening here? I got to stop. But here are your directions. Let's go ahead and go over them, okay? First thing, you are going to read the text and take notes. I don't want you to copy the notes word for word. Please don't do that. That's not going to help you learn the information. Try to summarize. Try to pull out the main ideas. If there are examples, kinesthetic learner, you need to write down those examples so that you can remember. Now, the one learner who might have a little bit of trouble with this taking notes would be an oral learner, because you tend to like to hear things when you're learning them for the first time. And I'm asking you to read silently. And so you may want to talk about this with somebody at some point in time. For sure, tomorrow when we go over these in class, we'll talk about them, and that's going to help you. So you have to take good notes so that you can participate in the discussion and then begin your understanding intake the information at that point in time. Okay. Kinesthetic learners, make sure that you are writing down the main ideas, but also focus on the examples, because you need to really focus on that so that you can recall. Visual people, you guys, I want you to use your visual strategies. You guys were doing a really good job when I checked your fish tank video question notes. Y'all did a really, really good job. If you're a visual person, you've got it. Kinesthetic, oral, read, write, make your lists. You're going to do great. I don't have a whole lot of space here, and I don't think you need a whole lot of space. So use your space wisely, be purposeful. These notes will be graded for accuracy. Okay, so it's not just a matter of did you do it or not. I'm actually going to check those to see if you've got correct information. And then at the very bottom, if you'll remember, we went through the lesson, and the lesson has all the lessons have a video at the end, sort of a so what application kind of a video. And so the central nervous system has 4 questions. I've got those printed out there for you, and plenty of space for you to write an answer. Here's what I'm going to ask you. Will you please go maybe a little slow when you're writing your notes? I'm really having a hard time reading the handwriting sometimes. Even your names, I'm having a hard time reading them. So slow down, take your time, make sure that I can read it. If I can't read it, I can't give you a grade. Okay, so take time. The second page is this one here. Now, this one looks a little bit different. Same directions and same heading over here, except now you've got a choice. And I need you to circle which of the lessons that you went through for your second choice. So if you choose homeostasis, you're going to choose circle that. Nerve impulse, circle that one. Plenty of space for you to go through the lesson and jot down some notes. But then down here at the bottom, you're going to notice that your video questions and answers are blank. So this is, I couldn't write, I mean, it would be a waste of time to write the questions for both of them. And so I just want you to write down your question and then write down your answer. All right. Okay. So let me get rid of this, and I'm just going to go through the central nervous system, CK12, real quick. Now yours is going to look a little bit different than mine because mine's the teacher view. But that's why I went through it and had somebody in your class project this so you guys could see it. So up here, the main difference right now that you're going to see is I don't have that. There should be a yellow box right around here on the top right on your black box, and that will say something like hand in or turn in or something like that. That is where you're going to hand in your practice questions at the very end. You can't do it until you do your practice questions and you get 100%. So remember, all you're going to do is you are just going to go through your video questions here, or not your video questions. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. You're going to go through your text. Remember, if you have a question about the definition, all of these green highlighted words have vocabulary, and so you can go over there and take a look at them. Make sure that each one of these main points, try and pull out at least a summary of them, if not the main ideas. You've got a lot of vocabulary here, and so even if you would just write down vocabulary terms, and for some of these things, that's totally fine. And so you're just going to go through, you're going to read. Now, along this area, when they start talking about the cerebrum here, the cerebellum here, and then the brainstem, and even I think, this is a great place for you to stop and go into your 3D Brain app. If you were gone yesterday, go into Mosel and download or reinstall the 3D Brain app. And I don't have it on my computer and I can't download it. And so I found this video in YouTube. And what you're going to do, obviously, it's a 3D Brain application. And you're going to just be able to touch your finger to your screen, and you'll be able to manipulate, like, what do you look at? It's like you can make it move. It's just the coolest thing. Kinesthetic visual, like, you guys are all going to just love this thing. It's so trippy and cool. There's a point where, let me get over here. So there's a point where you can click here, and then it'll take you to specific locations. And so maybe as you're reading about it in your CK12 lesson, come over to your app and then find it on the app and kind of just look around. It's kind of cool. Okay. All right. Coming back at the end of the lesson, here's some more: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe. And then here's the video that I'm going to have you guys watch. And then here is another video that you're going to watch. But now this one is the one that has the video questions. Okay. And then you're just going to review. And then you should have this little view practice down here. You're going to click on that if you're ready to go. I don't know why this isn't. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller. It's not letting me. Anyway, you're going to click on that. You just keep clicking on it, say, yep, I'm ready to go. Let's go. And then you can go through and answer your questions. As soon as you get 10 out of 10 correct, then you're done, and you can come back to your, CK12. And then at the top here, it'll say something like hand it in or turn it in, and you can do that. And then I get those, so I know that you went through and you answered the questions all correctly. And then tomorrow, I will pick up your note sheets. Now, I have no idea how long this is going to take for everybody to get through. I am assuming that you'll all be able to get through the central nervous system in one class period. I would like you to do 2 of these lessons, and some of you all are going to go through and get them both done. Some of you are going to I have no idea. I really don't. So what I'm saying is you may have some homework tomorrow or tonight, homework for tonight. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. You're not going to have any homework for me for several more days. No homework over Labor Day weekend. So I'm okay with that. All right. Don't spend like an hour at home doing homework. That I don't think you need to spend an hour on this. I don't think it'll take very long at all. So anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions. You can email me. I will be out of the building in the morning, but I'll be back in the building in the afternoon. I'm going to be doing some testing. So you may see me in the hallways and you can ask me questions if you want to. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow.